Okay, here we're back out on the road and we are headed towards actually the valley of Yosemite Park. And we got back on a motorcycle after we've seen the pictures of the Half Dome, and now we're moving more towards Half Dome. And this is where it gets really cool, is because as you can see, we're slowly going down the road and we're going to give you a shot of that cliff that you see right there. And once we get down into the valley, you're going to actually see where the two dudes are stuck on the side of this cliff, and then we're going to talk about a whole other story once we get down there and give you a lot of cool information. So just hang on and enjoy the journey as we go down to the valley. All right, see ya. Okay, I want to share something with you. Right up there's two tiny little black spots. Those are two mountain climbers, rock climbers, that I just talked to a guy. He said it's going to take them 4 days to get to the top of that. Okay, that's commitment. I mean, that thing is incredibly gigantic, but that's what it's talking about. These guys are commitment, they're living out a dream, and that is something that once they start climbing the top of that, the only way they're going to get to the top is they know where their goal is, but the only way they're going to make it is if they stay committed and do whatever it takes to get to the top. And that's a great illustration of what I was just talking about. Take you up to this fall up here, but I want you to check out the surroundings here. Come on, let's go. Because I know that there's things in this whole road of success that we all go through that we don't like, but we need to understand that that's part of the process. And if we fall in love with the process, our lives change beyond anything that we could ever comprehend. So we think that this whole thing called success is just going to happen overnight, and that it should be easy, but it's in the moments that we're questioning whether or not we should even be doing this. Those are the moments that we're really finding out what we're made of. And if we keep pushing through those, the next time something like that comes to us, and it will, we'll be able to deal with it and know that this is part of the process. See, if it's all about how you think about success, if you understand that you keep moving forward and there's certain things that you need to do in order to have it, and when you realize that you're at different spots, you realize you're right on course. Look at that. Take a look at that. I just want you to see this. And this is breathtaking. Right there is the waterfall. Check that out. See, and this is living. This is what life is supposed to be about. To have these kind of moments and go after and see the things that we want to see and experience the things that we want to have happen. See, this is priceless. You can't pay for beauty like this, but it's being able to know where to go. And I knew we'd see this when we come up here. That's why I come up here. But if you understand, you put your vision out there and you create a roadmap, and you understand that you're going to have moments where you're very uncomfortable, where you're going to have thoughts of, I can't do this. And that, it's just like Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or can't, you're exactly right. But there's not, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have moments where you don't doubt what you're doing. We all have doubts of what we're doing. But it's just to keep going forward and going, you know what? My goal is out here so far, and not making it isn't an option. And if you look at, we've all done it in our lives, and you've done it, because we all, at one point in our lives, didn't know how to walk. And you didn't, the thought of you not walking, that thought never entered your mind. You've seen adults walking, you've seen people encourage you to walk. They would cheer for you when you made those first couple steps. And that's why it's important to put people in your lives that will do the exact same thing for you when you're going after certain goals, whatever they are. It's important to create a mastermind around you and to associate people that will not laugh at your ideas, because understand, and one of the things I had a hard time with was stepping out to people that were further down the road, that were closer to my goal than I was. I was uncomfortable approaching those kind of people because the first things that would go through my head is, why would they want to spend any time with me? you know, they will think my ideas are crazy and that. But see, we base so many things on emotion and not logic. Because when you understand that people, big thinkers don't laugh at big ideas. And that's what we need to do, is just really stretch what we think the possibilities are, because what defines our success is what we define as our limitations. And if we understand there are no limitations but what we put in our head, then we can achieve anything. We can achieve things way beyond what we think is possible. And if you also understand that, you know, a lot of this stuff, in fact, I was journaling about it this morning, is a lot of everything, not all, a lot, or it's everything in my life right now is so far beyond what I thought was possible only a few short years ago. And I had faith, and I just kept praying and doing the things that other people before me told me to do. They told me to journal, they told me to read books, they told me to go to seminars. And I did that, and I continue to do that. And I will do that for the rest of my life. And my life already is so far beyond anything I could have ever imagined. But hang on, it's gonna get tight. We'll show up back up here.